I am not a financial advisor. These videos are all meant for educational purposes only. All Complete Trader Academy videos are my personal opinion and perspective. Trading carries a high level of risk, and all results are your own responsibility. Please always demo first. Hey everybody, welcome back to CT Review. Today is October 14, Monday, 2024. Hope you had a good weekend and a day here. So watch yesterday's video. So this will make sense. I was telling you that we would come into this area right here. On a 1 hour, you can see it's just a 1 hour imbalance, right? Which is nice. And then if you go to a smaller time frame, you would see we got into a remaining 1 minute imbalance that I highlighted on Friday's video specifically. And then we would come up for the high of that September 26th Thursday right there, right? So, and then also I did the refinement. I took away the bearish balance on the weekly, and I took away this inversion right here from right there, and then I just put the daily imbalance here on the bearish. So I refined it to the daily. So you want to see pretty much us going up 50%, holding it as support. And then as an efficiency, we've already took care of the weekly imbalance. So to refine it, you need to go to the daily, and then you'll see that we're pretty much sealing up the daily, which is down pink here. So, and then yesterday, so I could show you here, right here, I was very clear. I refined this to this. Take a look how we tap in there. So we opened up here, right? And then we came all the way down, and we got into that remaining portion right here from the breakout through artist right here. What we did, we just came in, we tapped the top 50% of that area. And you could see that right here, very clear. See that? Boom. Beautiful buy. I was very busy though, so I couldn't, even though I know it hit it, I was like, no way. I was like, it can't be that easy. Sure enough, this was the low of the fucking day, man. So on the 50-minute, you can see we got our accumulation. And then as far as your manipulation goes, it's just a simple pullback right here. See this pullback right here? We got the manipulation in Asia, but in reality, these two down candles, 245 and 3 o'clock in the London session, coming right back into the opening week gap in purple, and then tapping that imbalance, which is this 1 a.m. 15-minute candle. If you drag that out, I'm not going to do that, but pretty much right here, right? So that being the case, we pushed up. I mean, very easy day though, and to be honest, I was very surprised for it to be, because this is a holiday. I wasn't even going to trade, and I decided to get involved after 10 o'clock because this 9:30. So the way to approach this day was 9:30 was right here, and because of this big opening range gap and at 50%. With this liquidity, I'm sure you're trying to sell into that. But the problem is that you have to understand the narrative. And the narrative is we are on a higher time frame. This is a consolidation. And then this is an expansion, right? So just like this was a consolidation, then an expansion. So here you have to understood where you were in this scenario, which is, let me just do that now. And hopefully this video is helpful, but let's do it this way. And then it breaks out, right? Boom. And then, man, this was as easy as it could be, man. Jesus. On a holiday too. So if you look at that, you look like we're consolidation and then expansion. When you get an expansion, after your expansion, what do? You get a retracement or a reversal. In general speaking, right? So this retracement at 10 o'clock, which was on the fucking head 10 o'clock, came right back to where I knew it would come. And where would that be? Well, we broke through that high, and I talk about this every day on this channel, is that when we break through, we come back to take out any breakout traders. Very, very fucking simple. And sure enough, that's exactly what happened today. Now, again, though, when 9:30 was here, where were you on that journey that structure that I just outlined? or you were still making an expansion, and that's why this was a buy at 930. We're coming back to it. I wasn't worried about that even. We're coming back to it, but you were sitting in a 15-minute imbalance right there. Now, there was one below it, so I get that part. You thought maybe it would come a little bit lower, but in reality, where you're located right now is the expansion to then later come back for breakout traders. So you know, and that's just what it is. There's no other way I can put this. Number two, it's a holiday. So that on top of that. Number three, we are also coming up more so we can wipe out some of that daily imbalance. Very, very logical there, right? So you have to have that on your chart. But anyways, this is how they did it. 930 just poked in. So if you have your chart, and this is why the 15-minute is the best chart out of them all, because you could do everything on a 15-minute chart. But if you take a look at the imbalance, we came right. Why can't you see it? See that? Yeah, this should be sent to the background. It is, isn't it? It's the same level. Look at the low of 930. It's literally this. There it is. Now you can see it very clear, right? Oh. See that? So that right there, I mean, it's perfect. Now, look at this. But see, I wouldn't buy this. I mean, first of all, I wouldn't buy it either. So that doesn't mean I'm telling you you have to have bought it, but I'm just trying to explain today. But for me, I want to be ready I want to take a trade at 10 o'clock, 9:50 to 10:10. So take a look here. Well, we get this 9:56. All right, we get this. We're getting 3 drives up here. 1, 2, 3. This high right here, which would be talking about this high. It's I understood if you tried to catch this, but there's no real reason to catch this. This overbought right here is higher than that high, so that's not a divergence right here, right? And then the third high, which now would be considered the third drive. So you just 1, 2, 3. You see a big imbalance right here. I won't get into it. There was something on a smaller time frame, but this wick right here, like this second drive, this is not what you want to see. First of all, third of all, we then get a lower high here on the divergence here, lower high right there. And then this is the higher high. So that, and then what else do you have here? You have the new 4-hour candle coming out, which is literally, that's the wick of the 4-hour candle, and it created it at 10 o'clock. So that's a perfect sell right here in this area. Also, well, I'm not even going to go there. Let me kind of do this. Let me grade it for you because I did not. 1 second here. Let me just do it this way. What a nice day for a holiday, dude. Like, crazy. I mean, exactly what you would want to see. That's exactly how it worked out. It's crazy. Just do that. Trying to get this more accurate here. And then I should have did this before the video. I understood already where it was, but all right. So when we go here, just don't get lost with all that. There's not much. It's only 4 lines. And then the green line. So here's what's so beautiful about this. Like when you're here, all right, this 950, I get it. It's a 950. You're sitting at 25%. The top 25% of that daily imbalance is like literally by the bodies. Great. But this right here would have kept me out because of this being a higher high than here. There's no really divergence there. I'm not saying there has to be one. I'm just giving you my logical understanding, right? And then let me now zoom back in here with this top level. So then we push up, we get that drive, we get the divergence, we get a raid here, right? So there's a nice raid here. I want to be involved on a raid. And here We're not really rating anything except for that high right here, which is fine. We are high. So I get it. If you took a loss here, it's like it's totally no problem. I get it. Then here, now you're getting some type of precision here. So here you get the push up. Here's that 10 o'clock. That's more important. Time isn't the factor with the specific candle, and then you get a shoot down. You get this this bullish inversion right here. Beautiful. Bodies are pretty much respecting and holding. We break down and then we come below. Then we come right back up to the tick, right? To that inversion. Plus, you're now using that top 25% as resistance, right? But where am I taking this sell? I'm literally only holding it, excuse me, for this green line. Okay, I'm not worried about I'm not worried about the 50% here. I'm not even worried about the even open. I know we're coming to take out the liquidity below, because what's below that? We have that breakout level of that September 26th on Thursday, that high, right? That's so key. I've seen this a million times. Look what we did. We came down first. We came right to it. And then what do? We also balance that breakout trader price, which is on the 8:45 a.m. candle today on the 15 minute. So we come in, we tag it. Look how we tag it to man, come on, man. Like, do you have this on your chart? Tag it, come right back up. Right when we came right back up, I knew we were coming down for one more time. I want to see a divergence here. We didn't even see one. So boom, price came down. Then I got into this trade as well, actually. When we came down, we did make another higher low here, and we then rated that low. And this is to kind of to scare people out to trying to come back up. While they come back up, is what's the reason of coming back up? Well, we're bullish. Number one. Number two, when I took this buy, I took it to right here, actually. My specific level was right here. I'm like, we broke through that. That's low-hanging fruit. It's easy. We're going to take that. And I took it out right here. See how this price ran right through that low, and then it never came back. So I wasn't just going to hold it to here and be done. I wanted to hold it literally till here, and I waited. And beautiful, it sure enough came right to the tick. That's a logic and understanding. I'm trying to tell you, it's beautiful. And sure enough, I mean, that's how I maneuver. But when you see here, when you had this divergence here, they were just going to buy up from here, which I get it if you thought they were, but this level, once you break through a major high like that, I believe that was the month high too, wasn't it? Yeah, that was September high. So once you break through an important key level like that, where, yeah, we could have just bounced from here and went off, but that would have been a little bit too easy as well, right? And that's the logic that I had, where that we would rate it one more time, and that's great because that allows me a chance for a divergence, and sure enough, it happened. To perfectly. Now here's the thing. You're like, dude, well, what about the 50% of the gap? You're like, and then you got 25% of the daily imbalance. And I listen, I totally get it. But this is a situation where it's very bullish, right? Not only is it very bullish, but we might see this tomorrow. It's not that it's over, but in general speaking, what were we looking for? I mean, even if you have nothing on the chart here, well, what were you looking for was this. You had consolidation, expansion, retracement, all right? And then if you look at this even more clear, you see this here. You see this, how we broke through this high right here, this 6 a.m. on this 1 minute, on this 1 hour. So when we bust through that and came back, well, remember this 6 a.m. candle, and then it retraced down with this 7 a.m. That was kind of like an already like push up and come back, right? And then it's extending, right? So for us to come back down here, we don't need to cut back down here. Now, I'm not saying that we won't come back down here, but we don't need to, because we've already took out the breakout traders here with this price action. And then by us coming back here and going back up, well, we came right back to this breakout trader level as well. Plus also that high that I'm talking about. So, I mean, man, this is fucking gorgeous. I mean, I wish every day was like this. This is just beautiful. But I know we got news this week, and we love to attack breakout. we love to attack support resistance as well. So that's why I'm saying, like, for example, when we where's a good example here? Here's, well, no, where's a good example here? It's kind of like when we came up right here, we retraced back, we came up here, and then we took out, we went deeper. On a smaller times frames, you could see it there too. But that's just a simple understanding, man. It's could they, are we going to come back to this level? Yeah, we probably will. But we're bullish, and to be honest with you, man, everything has been already accomplished. So do we head for? I mean, I'm still seeing another expansion here, but the way Monday already did all this, it's like, all right, and they did it on a holiday too, and that's to show you that that's manipulation. I mean, they did it on a holiday when the banks are closed, when no one's really trading, and they did all this. I'm like, oh, so we couldn't have done all that here during the normal week, but we did it while everyone was sleeping slash not working. You think that's a coincidence? No, not at all. Now, this is random. This is rare, too. They'll do this. I know that they'll do this on a Thanksgiving. They'll do this on they'll do moves like this on specific holidays. It's not, doesn't happen a lot, but it does happen, though. And I had a feeling they would do that, too. Give me a second. I'm thinking of something else right now. Okay, so let me try to make this short, but so the context of me going into the market also is that we had these lower lows with NAS, which was that low in Asia. We had higher lows here with S&P and Dow, and then here, very, very obvious. If you didn't see this, man, I mean, you need to. Dow had a lower low at 930 here, and then we had clearly higher lows here. So that's why the day was framing like you had to know where you were and what you were expecting in structure, right? So like that's very key. And then the sell, beautiful sell here. We had I mean, if you didn't catch it from that top, I mean, you had a beautiful opportunity right there. We had lower highs here, and we had higher lows with S&P and Dow, right? So that pushed us down, nice push down. And big range, and that was great, man. Fucking textbook. I mean, textbook. And then we had higher lows here with S&P here, higher lows, and then we had lower lows with NAS. And no, I'm sorry. This shouldn't. Why was this here? This should have been here. I meant lower lows with NAS here. And then we had higher lows with S&P and Dow. So that was beautiful, and this is how I caught this buy as well. Beautiful day, and let's see, where can I go from here? Dollar, still bullish. See that? Remember I was telling you all about that? From here, and then now we've reached an overbought here. But I mean, again, when we got overseas, they sell weapons, man. America makes money, so. Look at Dow, another bullish day, going to 43,000. Boy, I never thought I would ever see that. I mean, I would, but I'm talking about like way back when. But beautiful bullish day. It looks like they're reaching their highs here. Just straight up get a nice little expansion, and then we should probably start consolidating, and then probably looking for a retracement. But very classic buying days, dude. Look at this. I mean, this is beautiful right here. 9:30 manipulation. Underneath the opening week. That's pretty, man. And then let's look at S&P. Another all-time high. It's crazy, man. Another classic buy day, but yeah, this was more obvious. But for Nas, that was tough. That was a tough understanding, and that's why it's better to just wait. It's better to just wait till 10 o'clock, 9:50 to 10:10, to do anything in the market on a Monday, especially. But man, for it to be that beautiful and easy, dude. Like I literally told you where the bottom level, and I was mentioning it like in a logical way. I'm like, man, where would we come back down to and then buy up from? And sure enough, I was I was sitting down having dinner, like I was like, you can't be that serious, can't be that easy, man. So we're headed to these next gaps up. We're bullish. We're looking for all time highs for Dow. For Nas as well. If I look at the historical data, we're October 14th. We're in the middle of the month. We should be getting a big retracement. Soon. So I don't know if that's the retracement, which is we pushed up and we retraced back. I don't know if that's the retracement, but and we're supposed to, around the middle of the month, have a nice retrace back. But that looks kind of like it. You look in the daily the bearish imbalance in the background, you can see the body's kind of sitting there. So what's possible is that we get another push up, and then we get into, and if you guys remember, take a look at this. I was talking about this gap. I'm going to mark that shit right now. I don't know if that's on your chart, but I was talking about right there. I mentioned this like a long time ago. Remember this gap right here? I'm going to highlight that shit right now, buddy. So I know this is a main target. I don't give a fuck what the market does in general. Let me change this to purple. All right. So this right here is super key. Let me take this off the daily, the weekly. So this is super key right here. That we should be going right to this gap. There's literally no price action right there, right? So that's a number one goal there. Now, again, what was I saying? So I know we're expecting a big retracement. Now, I don't mean like massive. I'm just talking about like a push up and a retracement, kind of like what we just did today. So I don't know if we're going to hit this level. Let me just draw it. If this is the retracement, then I'm expecting another leg up. So let's just say, I don't know, let's just say we do this or something. So I'm looking for something like this, So if this is the retracement, then I'm expecting another leg. If it's not, and we go up first, then we might kind of like do this or something. I don't know, just talking. But I'm looking for a nice retracement. So again, I don't know if that's it or not. So, but this objective here is next. So, yeah, I think that's good enough. And then here we go. We took out that high, like I mentioned, ran right through it, and then looking for all-time highs, buddy. So when we're in inflation time, and then they cut the rates, and it's all bullshit. But it's cute. It's Q4, man. This is we knew from the beginning of October. We knew this already, right? So getting experience yearly with the seasonal data and an understanding is then where your trading starts to get a lot better, because you've already been through this rodeo, right? So where am I at now here? I think I've mentioned everything I need to mention. So yeah, that gap is super key. We need a body closed above that. So there's nothing really else to say. We're just bullish. There's nothing else to say here. So you guys take care and God bless.